All right, let's talk about the Mini. In particular this, the Aceman SE, the electric version. And you're like, Chris, that is not so mini. And you'll be right. It basically sits somewhere between the Cooper and the Countryman, both of which I reviewed before. And this one seems to have bulked up a little bit, just maybe not so much. It's got 4 doors, a little bit of ride height, and it's the evolution of a brand built on cheeky urban defiance. But here's the thing about evolution. Sometimes it's about being stylish, and this one has it in spades. I mean, look at it. They haven't gone for the angular style that many car makers are pushing for these days. I admit those headlights look a little Kia EV9, EV5 and EV3-ish, but a bit more Countryman if anything. To me, this is a considered design, quiet confidence. The way the light catches these beautiful curves and the flush door handles that are not too fussy. It's kind of in that middle ground that exterior-wise, it looks like a typical Mini. Interior is a neon tracksuit, perfectly tailored to suit. Space in the back of the Aceman is pretty good considering the size of this car. This seat is in my driving position and knee room is pretty good. I'm tapping my feet under the chair, they're tucked in but pretty comfortable. And headroom, not half bad too, with a few centimeters there. Shoulder room, well you can fit 3 across here. 3 would definitely be very squashy, but possible for short journeys. You've got a seat back pocket here. Not a bad view with this lovely little moonroof, a little bit mini. I don't know why it doesn't go further back. We really don't understand that. There's 2 USB-C sockets along with a cup holder or a bottle holder, which I'll talk about in a minute because, problem. And the other problem is this transmission hump. It's obviously built upon not an electric platform, but I guess the petrol brethren of it. So I think that's a bit disappointing, but again, it's a small compact car. And I think you don't want to be this person in the center here, so that's forgivable. The front seats are 8-way power adjustable, bolstered, supportive, and very easy to live with. I think this is actually a fake leather, could be real, I'm not very sure, but we'll go with fake, shall we? The high definition OLED screen here is absolutely stunning and puts many other car makers to shame. You've got a wireless charging pad down there that links up with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Plus you've got FM, AM and Bluetooth, plus DAB. So good suite of features there. And there's a lot of Easter eggs in this car, which I'll probably show you in a different video. You've got a grab handle up here, which again doesn't make any sense given that this is not exactly performance type of Mini, which, okay. Door handles, which I think are really cool to look at, and as an owner you'll be used to them, but everyone who's new to this car has gotten in, including myself, and thought to myself, where's the damn door handles? I eventually found them, I did. The mixed use of materials, most everything that you get your hands on is soft touch and very pleasant. They're using recycled materials such as nylons, plastics, PET, etc. And I like how they're contrasting the color palette here. And at night time, this cabin comes to life. You've got a projection lamps back here that cast a special little pattern across the front. And the doors, they're lit up like no other door has ever been lit up before. I'm not exaggerating. You have to see it to believe it. And even up top here, along the headliner area, there's some LED lights too. So it's just something to behold. It really is. There's 4 USB-C sockets, like the 2 I mentioned before, and 2 up the front here. Good size glove compartment. HVAC controls, which are pretty sensible and easy to use, except for this one, which is that fiddly little nibbly sort, which, you know, makes it hard to actually finally adjust where it's going because, well, you can't see where it's going. Bit of a blind thing to go on there. Some basic car controls there. And the biggest disappointment in this entire cabin is its drink bottle holders. They're ridiculously small. Like this one at the back here and these 2 between these 2 seats is too small. Like the sides tend to come up higher. if you want to own it, you're going to have to do yourself a favor. To stop them wobbling around and falling over the place, find a perfectly sized bottle that fits in here, because otherwise, yeah, they're just going to fall over and spill. Hasn't happened to me, but goodness knows, I felt like I've come close many a time. There's a little compartment here to store maybe a garage clicker, maybe your keys or wallet or something small and valuable. And all I could really wish for in this car is, I think, this sunroof to actually open. It's got an integrated blind, so that's really cool. But I don't know. It's awesome, but again, bottle holders that are actually reusable and big enough to accommodate a decent sized bottle, that'd be a good idea. Boot space in the Aceman is 300 litres with the seats up, or put them down and that increases to 1,000 litres. There's an underfloor storage space here which has got a massive subwoofer with that Harman Kardon sound system that sounds excellent indeed. Not the best, but it's pretty damn good. You got some tie down hooks there, 12-volt socket in the boot as well as in the front, and 3 tether spots, which I find unusual that car makers do that, because there's only 2 isofix spots in this car. Can someone explain that to me? I really don't get that. I think for an everyday sort of run around, this car is going to tick a lot of boxes. Being a smaller 49 kilowatt hour battery, the Mini Aceman has an 11 kilowatt onboard charger. So that means from 0 to 100% in 5.5 hours. Take it to a rapid charge like this one, and this is where it disappoints, coming in at 31 minutes for a 10 to 80% charge. Now, this 30-minute figure is pretty average in the industry, and it's hiding the fact that it can only go up to 95 kilowatts. So, would you want more? I think if you don't have access to a home charge like this one, yes, you would. I absolutely love the 24-inch OLED display on this, with a 360-degree camera sweep and sensors. It's very easy to live with, and I mean, you just magical how it does that view. It really is. All right, let's get going. The Mini Aceman, just like all Minis and all BMWs for that matter, because same, has got 2 different drive modes. D for drive, obviously, and B for brake mode, or as I like to call it, one pedal driving. So if I were to take my foot off the accelerator now, it's going to bring this car to a complete stop. It is nice and bitey, very predictable, and well executed. Very much appreciate that they give you that option if maybe you're not a fan of one pedal driving, but you should be. It is awesome. Visibility out the Aceman is pretty good. Out the front, great. Side, very good. Nice big mirrors. And rear view mirror is not too bad as well. A little bit of a portal effect, like you're looking down a tunnel. But it is, after all, a small compact car, so it goes with the territory, right? Noise in this car it's okay. Nothing amazing. The last car I was in was a Volvo EX90, and that was amazing. And this is not that. Anywho, in terms of ride handling, it's very hard. I think this is a great example, because this is the environment that this car is going to be living in. Supermarkets, school pickups, taking your kids to sport. You get the idea. For what is in that middle space, not between the sporty go-kart and the Countryman SUV, it's hard. It's unnecessarily hard. If it had more performance and reason to be hard, I would get it. Oh, it's just, it reminds me of my bloody Tesla SUV, my Model Y. That's the 2022 version with the really crappy suspension. This is, I don't know why it's this hard, but okay. It suppresses roll, but it's not the sort of car where you're throwing around corners. You really could. It's got a very low center of gravity. But that 0 to 100 time of 7.1 seconds, doesn't make sense. But what does are features like automated parking, and this is that next generation that doesn't need two cars to be side by side. It can actually search for any sort of spot. So if you're going slow enough, it will turn on automatically, or else you can just manually push it like I just did. And when it detects a spot, it's going to throw up a few of them in a second. It'll be like, oh, you want to park here? You want to park here? And you're like, yeah, sure. So you tap the button, it shows you on the screen like a little P symbol written into the actual car space in that 3D where it's going to go. I take my foot off the brake, and now the steering, accelerator, and brake has been done by the car, and it is extremely confident. A little bit nerve-wracking, but I should be used to this by now. I think I've reviewed about 4 or 5 different electric cars from the BMW group, and this is all the same. And you can see what it's doing. It's got the augmented display with what the sensors can pick up, and it's showing you where it's parking, and it's pretty fast. Like I think that's about 30 seconds, which is about my speed. And we're doing another adjustment. That's a first, and this was an easy parking spot. So I don't know why it needed to do that little adjustment there. I think it's trying to it's getting centered. I wouldn't bother centering it that much, but forgivable, absolutely forgivable. And again, the driver assistance aids in this car are excellent, but maybe I'd say, hey, be nice if they want to compete with the likes of Tesla. Maybe also have assisted lane change. It doesn't seem to have it. I did ask, but I didn't get the answer before I filmed this review. And that guy is very ballsy. So yeah, it's pilot assist, autopilot equivalent is very good. Oh, we're still looking for parking spaces, so we'll stay note of that one. Pilot assist or autopilot, if that's what you know, is very good. It can be activated at any speed, so you could be stationary, you could be doing 5 k's per hour, 100, whatever, you can activate it. And excellent for stop-start traffic, so if your car were to come to a complete standstill, this will actually bring the car to a complete stop, give you about 10 seconds grace before you need to actually acknowledge you want to continue the drive. So you have to tap the accelerator or press, resume, or not resume, like set. And feature I really appreciate in this car is the fact that its speed detection appears to be mainly camera, but it's also map. So Jenny gets it right, 80% right. And when I engage it, so I just tap that one time now, that's set the speed I was at right now, but just by pressing this set button, because that's how I've got the settings in the car, it will now go to the posted sign limit. So if it changes, so it goes to 100, goes down to 60, back to 80, all I need to do is just press set and it will match the actual legal speed. It's a certificate system and really well implemented. And more car makers should be copying this. They really should. Okay, got a great example coming up with some stop-start traffic. It's using radar cruise control, and I'm not touching the brake right now, and I'm barely even touching the steering wheel, by the way, because it's quite good with its turning. Car has stopped, so we've got, I don't know, how many heartbeats is this? It's about 5 seconds, 6. Oh, there we go. That was about 6 seconds. I had to tell it, yeah, I want you to keep going. Nag factor is not too bad. It comes at you every 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds, depends, I think, realistically on the speed you're doing. The faster you go, the more often it does it. And so if you don't prompt it or give it enough torque, it will disengage, but it gives you warnings. It gives you warnings. And I'll try to make a separate video on that because it is a very good mode. And if you're looking for something akin to Tesla Autopilot but don't want to buy Tesla, check out the Mini series or the BMW series. Okay, I think we'll jump onto the freeway now and demonstrate the awesome power of this car. Because if anything, I was kind of expecting something between the Mini SE, the Cooper, or the Countryman. And at the moment in Australia, we do not have the performance variant of this car. So as I said earlier, 0 to 100 in 7.1 seconds from a front motor that produces 160 kilowatts or 330 newton meters of torque. And when you're going, it feels good. It gets up and it goes. By the way, I've got the sounds turned on because I like them. And this car in front of me is not doing a very good job. You've got to accelerate, mate. You've got to accelerate. People can't merge, can they? There's 100 k's per hour. You just can't be going 60 onto a 100 k per hour road. Road rage. As I was saying, if you give it some stick from 40, 50 k's per hour, it will get up and it'll go, and it will feel, and it feels great. It's that electric experience because there's no change of gears. It's smooth. It's like that. But from an absolute standstill, it kind of is slow to get going and slow to arrive. And I don't know, from the Mini name, I expect a bit more go-kart crazy fun, a little bit more of that sort of experience. It doesn't melt your face off. It doesn't melt your face off. So I think in terms of the driving experience, look, visibility, sitting position, the predictability of the ride, albeit a bit hard for my liking. Steering is nice and direct, but getting in and around cars and in car parks, very, very easy. I think, look, it achieves what it's supposed to, and that's for an everyday runabout to be easy to live with and easy to handle. And for that, I give it a good. Is the Mini locked right now? Supposedly, I think it's actually open, so I'll change that. The app is very good. You can obviously remote unlock and lock. You can also do remote viewing of it, precondition your battery if you say you're going to be going somewhere to get a charge on it, do your climate, book service stuff, upgrade your car, yes, through the app for that car because some stuff is digital. And like I mentioned earlier, do a digital key. So overall, very good experience. So who is the Mini Aceman SE for? Obviously, those who live in the city, metropolitan, suburban areas, think city slickers versus the rambling, nullable plane, long distance sort of drivers. That 325 kilometers of real world range will suit plenty of people, and if you can plug in at home, this is a very easy car to live with indeed. I do wish that its ride and handling was not so hard. It need not be this hard, and I do not get that. Space is definitely adequate at 300 litres with the seats up, or 1,000 litres with the seats down if you want to do the occasional carrying of something quite significant. I don't know what, but people have to do that. And I do wish that rapid charging was faster, because for most people who do live in the city, they only have access to, let's say, a rapid charger or a community charger, and they can't just plug this thing overnight. So at 95 kilowatts, I'd definitely like to see it at least at 125 kilowatts, or wait for battery technology to catch up to it. I don't know. Something's got to happen first, right? Everything else about this car, again, love the interior, love the look of it. If more people could please jump into small cars like this, do so. Price-wise, it's about $60,000 before on-road costs, or about $67,000 drive away. This is for this one you've seen here today, folks. So that is fully laden with the automatic parking feature, the navigation, which is next level, that OLED screen that's to die for. And yeah, I think it's got what people are looking for in an electric vehicle. So if you are wanting to think about, hey, what options do I have? Do check this out. It is great value. It really is. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. It absolutely helps out the channel. I cover electric vehicles from an Aussie perspective. If you found this video useful, think about super thanks, or if you want early access and behind the scenes, check out Ko-fi, where I post there maybe once or twice a month, but it's very cheap to do so. Anyway, YouTube thinks maybe now one of these videos is something you want to see. I would definitely check out that one. I think that's a fun one. Yeah, that's the Countryman. Great car. Check that out. All right, see you soon.